Business ethics and social responsibility. Environmental impact. What are business ethics? This refers to the moral principles and standards that determine acceptable conduct in business organizations. Who decides what is ethical? Often this is determined by customers, competitors, government regulators, as well as each person's own moral principles and values. Often this can be difficult to assess, as we all have opinions on what could be constituted as ethical. Many factors can influence this, including personality, knowledge, and goals, just to name a few. Why be ethical? Ethical conduct builds trust among individuals and in business relationships, which validates and promotes confidence in business relationships. Ethics should not be confused with social responsibility, as these are two different aspects. It is ethical to be socially responsible, and these two things can have overlaps. However, ethics relates to problems such as fraud, discrimination, unfair practices, and plagiarism, among others. What is social responsibility? Social responsibility is a business's obligation to maximize its positive impact and minimize its negative impact on society. There are four dimensions to social responsibility. These dimensions include economic, ensuring there is a benefit to the region that the product or service is produced and marketed in; legal, obeying the laws; ethical, doing what is right and fair; and voluntary, being a good corporate citizen. We live in a society where more and more people are becoming aware of the impact we are having on the world around us and the long-term implications this can mean for our environment and the world as a whole. Environmental responsibility has become a leading issue as businesses and the public acknowledge the damage done to the environment in the past. Companies who have adapted to the changing demand of environmental laws and the concerns of consumers include companies such as IKEA, Panasonic, IBM, Adobe, and Nike, among many others. Examples of environmental issues that are affecting our world today include climate change, deforestation, pollution, waste, food production, soil erosion, and destruction of biodiversity, among many others. Although stakeholders are primarily concerned with profit earning, there has been a growing realization that being socially responsible can contribute to profit earning, and being socially irresponsible can be quite costly. For example, in September 2015, Volkswagen was discovered to have been socially irresponsible by installing defeat devices in many of their vehicles that were sold in the US, dumping approximately 40 times more nitrogen oxide pollutants into the air than is legally allowed. The result was Volkswagen's first quarterly loss in 15 years.
The Nestle company has come under fire recently due to the questionability of their practices of extracting water from wells with limited sources of groundwater. Also their bidding of well use, which led to the public outcry and boycotting of the company by consumers, as water access is becoming a growing concern to the general population. Ethics and social responsibility are still a growing concept as they are continually adapting to changing laws and society's desires. It is a growing trend among businesses as they are finding it more cost efficient to adopt these practices.